Hey, what's up guys? So there are two kind of bans that you'll get when you're dropshipping. So you're either banned by eBay or you're banned by Amazon. This is assuming you're using Amazon as your supplier. But as you can see from the title, you want to know exactly how you can deal with and overcome Amazon bans. And let's just get straight into it. Amazon ban is something that you will get once you begin to make a lot of sales. It's a big pain, but it's also one of the most common bans because eBay will ban you, but that's kind of like an extreme case scenario. But Amazon will ban you because you're making sales and everyone wants to make sales, so it's kind of a difficult situation. It's just kind of something you don't have to worry about if you're making around 5 to 10 sales per day, but it's still something you want to keep in mind because you can sort of avoid it from the beginning. Even when you're making one sale every couple of days, you can still kind of use this to help you to avoid getting banned in the first place, because the first ban that you get is an issue, because once you've been banned first time, they kind of flag your account, they flag your card, so now your information has been flagged. So making another account in the future comes with more pain and headache. So assuming you've been banned now, there are 2 steps to making a new account. So this is before you get banned. The things you can do to avoid getting banned is that you want to have multiple Amazon accounts and you just want to execute one sale on each account, and that is it every single day. You don't want to do more than one sale. So every time you get a sale, you do it on one account, you take note of it, and if you get another sale, you do it on another account. So obviously if you're getting 10-20 sales, it means you need to have 10-20 Amazon accounts. And you might be wondering, what about Prime? Are you going to need 20 different Amazon Primes? Then in this case you don't. If you have business Prime, you can share your Prime across all your other accounts. But obviously in this case, if one gets banned, I'm pretty sure it might affect all the others. So that's why if you're going to take this route, you need to be very careful. You need to be organized. You need to make sure none of your accounts gets flagged. But this is one that if you're starting and you want to take the safe route, you can start that from the beginning. I didn't do that because I wasn't aware of it, but now that I'm aware of it, that would be something I would have done when starting. You want to have multiple accounts and just make one order per account, so then that account is very unlikely to get flagged. On the other hand, if you have been banned, then now there are 2 steps to actually having another Amazon account that you can use to make sales. Keep in mind, this account will probably get flagged as well or get banned as well. The reason why is because once you have another account, you're just going to end up making a ton of sales on that account as well. So they're just going to send you that email that you're about to get banned, so you're going to have to remake another account. So this is literally just being one step ahead. They're going to ban you, you make another, they're going to ban you again, and you make another, and you just keep going. So the first thing you need to do is make a new Gmail. So making Gmail is very easy. The biggest headache you will face for making a Gmail account is that sometimes they will require your phone number. Of course, you don't want to have 20,000 SIMs just to make a Gmail account. So the best way to get around this as well now is, if you make the Gmail account through YouTube, you make the Gmail through another Gmail, or make it the standard way. You just kind of have to try multiple routes and eventually it will work. Try it on your phone as well, maybe try it on your laptop, but just try multiple routes and one of them will work and it won't ask you for a phone number. I have multiple accounts, but it's just trying to find the loophole to actually making the account without it asking for a phone number. And once you have one, you're sort of good. And making the next one, you just do it through that previous one that you've made and it shouldn't ask you for a phone number, and you just keep on going that way. So now that the Gmail has been done and you have a new Gmail, now you want to now make the Amazon account. Making an Amazon account is very simple. There's no hassle with that. Now you need Prime again. Unless you are very happy to be paying for Prime every week, then feel free, because you might get banned about every week or every 2 weeks. It all depends on how much sale you get, so it's kind of hard to put a number to it. But if you're making a ton of sales, you can get banned in a few days. If you're average, maybe you're making 5 sales a day, maybe they will only send you that ban email every 2 weeks or so. But personally, I'm not happy to be paying $10 or whatever it is now for Prime every 2 weeks, because that's just ridiculous. So to get Prime for free, you now need to go into step 2. Step 2, what I found personally is using Revolut. This is something that I didn't see anywhere on the internet. This is something I figured out myself. So I use Revolut. They're not sponsoring this video or anything. Revolut just helps you to find, they provide you with different card details, different card information that you can use to make things. So you're not using your card detail. Remember, once you've been banned first time, your account details have been flagged, your card has been flagged. Unless you now cancel your card, get a new card, that's going to get banned as well. It's just kind of a long process. So I wanted to use the same card without having to close the card and get new information. But I was using Revolut to get new account information just to get Prime. So the free 30 days or 14 days Prime that you get is attached to the card that you use. If you use the same card, Amazon knows that you've made an account before in the past. So you need to use fresh details every single time, and then you'll be eligible to having another 30 days free Prime, and then that's how you sort of keep going. So I was using Revolut. I'll get new card information details, I'll get everything brand new, and I'll reset this every single time. Every time I have a new account, I would delete delete the old one, get new information, and keep doing it that way. And every time I get the free Prime, I always make sure that I cancel it. So I've set it that it should cancel and not renew itself after the 30 days. The reason why is your account could suddenly get banned. I'm not too sure if they'll still charge you, but just to be safe, I know that I've cancelled the Prime, so then they won't charge me and I won't be able to like access the account and stop them from charging me, if you get the idea. So always make sure you have the Prime cancelled after the 30 days, so then you don't get charged by accident. So once I have the new Gmail, I have Revolut all set up. Now I pretty much have the account and it's good to go. So the first thing I will do is usually place a legit order. Now this can add up. Sometimes I'll try to find like a £1 item to actually place a normal legit order that I would normally. But I sort of realized that they ban your account anyway after like a week or two. I think the reason for this is because the actual card that I used to execute the sale. So I have Amex Gold, and this card is what I used to get my points and everything. So rather than changing every time, I just wanted to keep using this card. So I believe this card has been flagged, so maybe that's why they know and they keep banning me anyway. But personally, they're gonna ban you anyway if you're making a lot of sales. So instead of placing a legit order every time, I just kind of winged it. I just didn't place an order for like, let's say, a day or two. So I had all these accounts made ahead of time and I just left it without placing any orders, because you don't want to make an account straight away, start making orders straight away. It's a bit suspicious. So I just left it. I don't always place a legit order. But if you want to be safe, just extra safe, have the account place a legit order to the billing address. So that way the system knows that you're not just drop shipping from the get. Like the first order you make is not even to your own billing address. So make sure you do that if you want to be extra safe. But after all that, then you're good to go. You can pretty much execute your orders as per usual and everything will be perfectly fine. Just keep an eye on the Gmail when they do send you that email of you're going to get banned. Then you know that you should completely stop placing orders on that account, so at least you have access to it. Because if you don't, they're going to ban the account and you can't even check your returns, you can't check anything, you can't access the account at all. The account is finished. But you want to keep the account open in case you have to deal with returns or customer issues or anything like that, so you can at least still access it and deal with those. So make sure that as soon as you get that message, just move on to the next account as soon as possible. But ultimately, if you really do not want to deal with Amazon bans and you're tired of just getting banned and having a new account and getting banned and having a new account, then the best thing you can do is two things. Number one is selling items that are only £20 and onwards. I've done this for a bit. You can sell items of just £20 or $20. The reason why is because you do not have to pay for Prime. So these items get shipped for free by Amazon and you don't have to deal with Prime, and it still gets shipped quite quick. I would say in about 3 to 5 days anyway, so customers will not have an issue with that. So you can have all your items be this amount and onwards, so then you literally do not have to deal with issues of getting banned, because it's very unlikely that non-Prime accounts get banned. The reason why Amazon actually ban you is because you're abusing Prime. Prime is what they don't want you to use because you're going against their terms and conditions. You can't use Amazon Prime to actually ship items to other people. They don't want you to do that. But if you're not using a Prime account, then they don't actually have a problem with it. The second thing you can do is using a fulfilled by service. So this is using softwares that will help you to carry out these orders using their own softwares and Amazon accounts and everything, and they will ship the item to the customer. They basically use their Amazon accounts. They deal with that headache. You don't have to. That's kind of the next best thing. That's what I'm doing at this moment. In this case, you can't use your own Amex card or whatever credit card you're using to get more points and stuff, but at least I do not have to keep making Amazon accounts over and over and over again. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. If you guys want to see more about that or how I'm doing that, then let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to actually go deeper into it.